I think that was to get involved in my career as far as like professional organizations and be able to give back to the community and to the business. It served me very well over the years, and honestly it helped lead me to Strang too. So I'm involved in Construction Specifications Institute, and I also do volunteer work for Logan's Heart and Smiles, a nonprofit that helps families who have kids with disabilities. As far as CSI goes, I've been on the board of that organization of the Madison chapter for over 20 years, and we offer educational programs for professionals and networking opportunities.
The best career advice I've ever received really has to do with the work-life balance. A gentleman said, you're not going to find balance in any day or even in a week. You're probably not even going to find balance in a month. But if you look at life-work balance over a 3-month period of time and make sure that you're getting that balanced out, you'll be well off mentally. And applying that, it's been very, very helpful to me to be able to focus on the career, to put in the extra hours when necessary, but recognizing that, hey, it's time for me to disconnect a little bit and take 2, 3, 4 days and spend it at home and break away, recharge a little bit. So that work balance over about a 2 to 3 month period of time has been very successful.
The best career advice I ever received was not from a famous architect. It was actually from a good friend of mine. And his statement was, do one thing at a time, do it very well, and then move on. And it's actually the then move on piece that really stuck with me. And throughout my entire career, I've always focused on one thing, initially implementing CAD within the organization. But once that was accomplished, I set that aside. I taught other people how to do that. And I moved on to the next thing, which was becoming a registered architect. Once that was achieved, I taught others that were trying to achieve that, but I moved on to becoming a project manager and ultimately an executive in the firm and in leadership positions and so forth. So I think that's important as you're mapping out your career, is to accomplish things, but then be willing to pass those things on and move on to other new challenges in your career.
See, the best career advice I received was do not be afraid of what you do not know. Yeah. Go and seek out knowledge, do the research, understand your client. All of those things have been passed on to me from my predecessors to really understand what goes on in our profession. You really need to know who your client is and what they do for their business, or if it's a university, what is their mission, what are they working on. Doing that research really pays off in the long run.
Some of the best career advice I've received as a woman in a male-dominated industry is, it sounds cheesy, but from the book Lean In by Sheryl Sandberg, is to sit at the table, to be part of any conversation or meeting that you're part of and contribute. You're there for a reason and people want to hear from you, so speak up when you have the opportunity to do so.
Interestingly enough, it was at a job interview very early in my career. So the architect who was interviewing me asked me, so just imagine in your mind's eye, okay, it's your retirement party. What would you like the people at the party to say about you? So that kind of caught me a little off guard, like, oh, okay, I'm just starting my career, So after thinking about it a bit, I said, okay, I certainly want people to say that I designed some great buildings, but what I would want people most to say is that I've had the heart of a servant, that my career was not all about me, but about the people I've served, that I've been a good mentor to the folks I work with.